Happy Rusev Day! Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. Before we talk about the Bulgarian Brute, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about Jeff Hardy. Yes, Jeff Hardy has brought back the face paint, and he actually has brought it back on house shows, but this is the first time we're actually seeing it on live TV since his actual return. This is so awesome. Oh man, so many people have been waiting for this, and you know what? This is going to do so much for him. I mean, he was already doing great. I mean, after all, he is the U.S. champion. He's captured the tag team titles, but that face paint, bro, oh man, it just brings a whole new level of interest. So the whole promo, what had happened was he was backstage, he was talking about the knee shot that he got from Shinsuke Nakamura, and that's what's going to tie in here with this whole thing. He said that before his eyes were closed, but once he got hit, like everything became not woken, but now his eyes are open, and this is like the whole new character of Jeff Hardy. Well, it's an old character that he had back in TNA, but seeing this on WWE, man. So I think this is what's going to end up happening. It does sound now that Shinsuke Nakamura is out of the WWE title picture, I can see him moving on to competing for the U.S. title. And you know what? I'm all right with that. I feel like all those chances that he got for the title, I don't think that he was quite ready for it. I mean, great matches against AJ Styles, but I still didn't see him as WWE champion. So putting him against Jeff Hardy, this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. The night itself did actually start out with Carmella and James Ellsworth. She just came out. She bragged about what she did on Sunday. Really nothing to brag about. I mean, there's really nothing that you actually did. The only reason you kept that title was because of James. James, he was covered in that beautiful outfit that Asuka loves to wear. He had like a whole list. He had a whole list of women that apparently she's better than. What was it? Lita, Trish Stratus, Beyonce, Mother Teresa. When he said Asuka, though, that was a draw stick right there. Asuka came out, and James, he stood in front of her. She's like, I got you. I'll protect you. And you know what? Yeah, James, you ain't going to do anything, especially with that mask. Let's take that mask off. And right there, that's kind of what it set it up. Low blow. James came running out, and Asuka, she stood strong. So this is going to carry on. It does seem like this feud is going to carry on. I don't know. I'm so past this whole her having this title. I can't wrap my mind around it, especially when you got somebody like Asuka on the roster. There was also two tag matches. The first one was the Usos against Sanity, and really nothing happened. I mean, before the match even got started, these guys, they got jumped, and, you know, this answers my question. I know a lot of us have been asking as of late, like, who is going to stand up to the Bludgeon Brothers? Bludgeon Brothers also did have a match, and they retained their titles. It was for the tag team titles against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Now that, you know, these guys are out of the picture, because we've seen Usos compete. We've seen, you know, a good amount of teams compete for these titles as of late, and right now, I mean, the way it stands, the way that it seems like the only people that are gonna come for those titles that can actually compete and actually, you know, stand up to these guys is Sanity, and it should be an interesting feud. Their characters, they are very similar, and this also was not the last that we saw of these, and we'll get into that in just a sec. The main event was a gauntlet match. The winner of this gauntlet match did get to go on to WWE Extreme Rules to compete for the WWE title. First runner-ups, we had Daniel Bryan and Big E. These two were the ones that actually stood out from it all. Big E put on a show, man. Oh my gosh. Actually, both of them. Daniel Bryan, I was really impressed. I thought he was going for that whole Seth Rollins gauntlet thing that he did a couple of months ago, but he held his weight. And Big E, you know, he was about this close. He went for his finisher. He actually did this spot off to the outside where, oh man, they just landed really bad, but Daniel Bryan, he still retained. Next runner-up, or the next participant in this, was Samoa Joe. This one was kind of, I don't know, it was all right. I thought the Big E versus Daniel Bryan was, it was just so much better. Joe, he ended up getting counted out. So what had happened is that these guys had gone out. He put him in the Coquina clutch outside. Daniel Bryan escaped at the very last minute, ran inside the ring, and Joe got counted out. Now the last one, and this to me, this doesn't make sense. Like I was telling you guys just a second ago, the Bludgeon Brothers, they did make their way back into the ring. And this, okay, I don't know what the whole point of this was. Okay, I did notice that when Daniel Bryan was coming out during his entrance, he did cross their paths as they were walking out, and they just kind of gave him this dirty look. Daniel Bryan was confused, and now this kind of all makes sense what that whole look was about. They came out after that, after him taking out Samoa Joe, and they powerbombed him. They gave him that dual powerbomb, and that was just an easy way for the Miz to come in and capitalize. Miz came in right after, came for the skull-crushing finale, and there goes Bryan, which sucks, because, like that first, the very first two participants, Joe and Big E, oh man, I wanted to see Daniel Bryan, and I think this is just adding more to the fuel. Daniel Bryan versus, I think this was just going to happen. I'm pretty sure that at Extreme Rules, we're going to get the Miz, if not come SummerSlam. The last participant, yes, as you guys heard in the beginning of the video, it is Rusev Day. Well, it's Rusev Day every single day. Rusev Day, he won clean, Aiden English. And here's the thing, AJ Styles, he actually ended up showing up at the end of the match after Rusev had won, and he shook his hand. Rusev was going along with it. Aiden English did get in the middle of it all, and he's like, nah, man, you ain't doing no high five. So it looks like Aiden English, he's trying to redirect Rusev to, you got to keep your ground, man. This should be an interesting bout. Rusev, bro, the crowd, all of us, we've been wanting to see, I wanted to see Daniel Bryan more, but Rusev, hey, I'll take that. I'll take that over, I don't know about Joe, man. Joe's pretty good, but give me your thoughts. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts. I gotta say, SmackDown tonight, it was pretty good. It killed Raw. It's been feeling like that. SmackDown, to me, it's definitely the A show. Until next time, everybody.